am. I'm extremely worried about what my opponent, Ruben Gallego, will do to the state that we love. I'm running against the most radical man to ever run for office in Arizona history. Have you seen Ruben's commercials? Honestly, they should come with a laugh track because they are an absolute joke. They really are. For a decade in Congress, this man was a card-carrying member of the Progressive Caucus, a man actually to the left of Bernie Sanders and to the left of the Squad. And now he's bombarding our airwaves with ads meant to make him look like a cross between Mr. Rogers and G.I. Joe. When in reality, he's just Nancy Pelosi with a scruffy beard. Now, guys, if you don't mind it, I'm about to lay out some hard truths about my opponent, Ruben Gallego. And I'm not telling you this to be mean, I'm really not. I'm telling you this because the people have got to know before they vote who this guy is. His ads leave out a whole lot of despicable treatment of women. His ads don't tell you that about the time that he harassed and threatened a 20-year-old female intern, and when she complained about it, she was fired. His ads don't tell you about the fact that his fellow Democrats down at the state legislature gave him the nickname the Troll because of how creepy and degrading he was with women. And his ads don't tell you about the time he told a Latina woman that because she was a Republican, she wasn't a real Latina. Can I hear it for our incredible conservative Latina women? We got a house full, including my daughter right down there. His ads don't tell you, frankly, about the most unforgivable act against a woman. When he walked out on his pregnant wife, when she was 9 months pregnant, days before she delivered their firstborn child, he served her papers and he ran off to sleep with a DC lobbyist. That's despicable. I can promise you, if Ruben Gallego will abandon his family to jump in bed with a lobbyist, he will abandon Arizona in favor of DC lobbyists every single vote. If his treatment of women isn't enough to keep him out of the US Senate, then his voting record ought to be. I want to talk about his votes. He supports open borders. He told donors, this is actually shocking, he told donors when it comes to the border, it's not his expertise. He called the border wall, which is keeping us safe in some areas, dumb and stupid. And he voted against the SAVE Act. That means he wants millions of illegals to vote in this upcoming November election. Bad idea, Ruben. He voted for sanctuary cities. He supports amnesty. He's weak on law and order. I don't even think he likes our police officers. He actually called them the bad guys. He did. The direct quote, in case the media wants to, fact check me, he said the bad guys are the ones behind the police line. How dare you, Ruben? How dare you? He marched in defund the police rallies, and then he threatened ICE agents. He's weak on the economy. He voted for legislation that resulted in this 40-year high inflation. That's why we can't afford anything. And when it came to the very short period of time that he worked in the private sector, he was a director for a bank that bilked immigrant families out of their life savings. At another company he worked for, under federal investigation during Ruben's time for Medicare fraud. Guys, I'm telling you all this because the fake news media won't cover him. Let me tell you, If I had one of those digs against me, they would be all up, all over it, and they won't cover him. If Ruben Gallego is willing to defraud Medicare, he's willing to cut Medicare. He ripped off our seniors before, he will do it again. I want you to know when it comes to Medicare and Social Security, our seniors paid into it and they lived up to their end of the deal. Uncle Sam needs to live up to his end of the deal. Let me be perfectly clear, when I'm in the US Senate, any politician that tries to lay a finger on your Medicare or your Social Security will have to go through me. And worse yet, they're gonna have to go through President Trump, and that guy's bulletproof.